Hello, this is Angela with Parker's Permaculture. It is a very sunny, beautiful afternoon here in Portland. Welcome back to Hausfrau Friday. Today, I want to talk a little bit about a sewing project I've been working on. So yes, this is a permaculture channel. I try to talk every Friday about the interplay between sustainable living, permaculture principles and ethics, and the reality that we all have homes that we have to care for. We all have elements of the domestic in us and in our list of obligations and tasks every week. So that includes not only homemaking philosophy and budgeting and things like that, it also includes the ways that I personally am interested in sustainable clothing, sustainable living in terms of the way that I grow and preserve my own food, the kinds of food that our family eats. It also includes our need as human beings to be creative and expressive in our creativity. I think that's something that can get lost in a capitalist system, and that when you have a job like homemaking that's not tied to a paycheck, you can kind of touch base with and honor your creative self in a different way. So that's really important. So today I want to actually do a little review of a Sew Liberated pattern called the Metamorphic dress. I've made two of these dresses, one of which I'm wearing right now. Let me show you. I'm wearing it with a shirt over the top. This is a dress that I have wanted to make for a while. I really had a dearth of summer dresses, and we spend a lot of time in the summer out at the river, and I spend it out working in the garden, and I generally like to wear long skirts, but I also needed some summer things that I could wade in the water or be out hiking in the woods and not snag on things. So yeah, I really wanted to make this pattern. I felt good about purchasing the pattern and supporting a small business. This is a dress that is supposed to be reversible. And the first one that I made was an experiment. I've never made a reversible dress before, and it was a little bit tricky. So Liberated has a really nice video on how to do some of the trickier aspects of the sewing, including making a burrito. So I'll link to those down below. The first dress that I made, I did a mock-up of just the top half. Not to undress for you all, but I'll show you what the top half looks like here, and I'll also obviously cut in. So it's a sleeveless top, and you can wear it with or without something underneath. So this is what it looks like. The original neckline was much higher. This is the second one, and I lowered the neckline quite a bit. So the first one I followed the pattern really truthfully, and I made a size 12 in the top, and then in the bottom I think I did a size 16 because I wanted more volume. And it's supposed to be a totally reversible dress. I thought in making this dress sleeveless, I could go sleeveless in the summer. I could wear a t-shirt underneath, a long sleeve shirt. I could layer on top of it. Really versatile. I don't have a lot of summer clothes. Some of you know that I had surgery in March, prophylactic oophorectomy, which has sent me into like instant menopause. And I find that my body is shifting and changing as a result of that. I also find I'm really tired and I can't exercise like I used to. So parts of my body are getting softer, and I find that having loose, comfortable dresses is something that I really kind of needed this summer. And I thought having a reversible dress would be great. I get two dresses in one. Seemed like an awesome pattern. Directions were easy to follow. It was enjoyable to make. I made the first one linen on the outside and a rayon linen blend on the inside. This one is Indian cotton on the outside and linen on the inside. This is leftover linen from making a chemise last year, so it's a little bit, pieced together underneath. So the first dress, reversible, it has these patch pockets on the outside of the main side of the dress. That will be my number one critique. The pockets aren't big enough. I can't really fit my phone, and I can't fit my whole hands in them comfortably. I would make larger patch pockets if I were to make that dress over again. The reverse side has pockets, big, deep inset pockets. You can see they're this type here. Great, perfect size, comfortable, love them, fabulous pockets. But what I found is that I don't like to wear the dress on the reverse side, so I don't get the benefit of those pockets. I also found that I would rather just have two separate dresses than a reversible dress that's 2 layers and is warmer in the summer. And then I'm having, one dress that is getting basically like double the wear. If I had 2 separate dresses, I would be wearing them half the time and they would last longer and wear out slower. But by having a reversible dress, both sides are getting more wear, right? So for me, I think like in theory, it's kind of cute, but in practice, I decided for the second round that I would make a dress that wasn't reversible. So the inside of this one is this very, very thin linen. And this fabric, I don't know if you can see, this is really, really thin Indian cotton that is very translucent. And so layering these two together meant I had a very lightweight dress that, was very cool and breezy and good for hot summer days, but wasn't see-through. And also, again, used up scrap fabric that I had. I also really loved this detail of the Metamorphic dress where the hems are, you have this hemline here. So this peeks out. And I think it looks really cute. So this version, I didn't put the patch pockets on the front. I only put the inset pockets, and I had them go through both layers. So this is not really reversible. I don't want to wear an all white dress. That was not interesting to me. So it's just a one size not reversible dress that uses the same pattern. And I am wearing this all of the time. I made the shoulder straps narrower. The original pattern, they were like, way too wide. So I had to take them in quite a bit. I also lowered the neckline quite a bit. I did not like how high the other neckline on the other dress is, and I will probably go back and lower that neckline so that I will wear it more. It's just not flattering for me. And also the first copy of the dress is a little bit more like a baby doll. I'm 6 feet tall, and I found the waistline was really high, and then it was like a little too poofy. So for this version, I used the size 10 top. And then the bottom, I just used a size 12. I didn't try and make a bigger, fluffier bottom, but you can see it's really poofy as it is. And then I also lengthened the bodice 2 full inches. And I think that's a much more flattering look for me because I am tall. So having this, so the original was like this, and having a longer, it's still poofy. You can see I dropped the waist here 2 inches. So overall for me, this was a great experiment in learning how to sew this kind of a dress. It was really useful. I got a lot out of it. I've made 2 dresses, and I will probably make more, and I will make dresses with this pattern for my daughters, the smaller sizes. Criticisms of this pattern: small patch pockets, neckline too high. It's made for a shorter torsoed person than me. Shoulders are too wide. I also saw other people on the internet had that complaint, like it was not a flattering shoulder width, and folks narrowed that down. Other than that, directions easy to follow. It's a print your own PDF, which can be a little bit cumbersome because you have to print it and then tape it all together. I found that it's a pattern I will probably do again with more scrappy fabric. It feels like something where you can use up smaller bits so that the front and the back could be different colors, or the top and the skirt could be different colors, and you could use up smaller bits of fabric. Very, very comfortable. Big pockets I can fit my phone and a bunch of stuff in, and something I am wearing a lot, and I feel like I will wear a lot more throughout the summer. I found that for me, the first one I did 100% by hand, and it took forever. This one I did by machine, except for the hems. And then on the inside, here along the seam, I did the felling by hand because I find that's an easier way for me to finish the seam. So this was really quick. I think I completed it in less than 2 weeks, just working on it in my spare time. Have any favorite sewing patterns? I really love sewing my own clothes. I find that when I can sew clothes for myself and for my family, we use them, we respect them, we take really good care because we know how much time went into making those garments. I find also that when I sew my own clothes, I tend to pick more timeless silhouettes, and I wear them for years and years and years. I don't have a very big wardrobe. I find that I have pieces that I have had since my early 20s that are now wearing out now that I'm in my mid 40s, and I'm needing to replace things. I can only patch them so many times before they get so threadbare. Or also, again, like my body's shifting and changing a little bit, and things that fit me at 24 don't necessarily fit me at 44, and so I'm having to make some more clothes. So if you have patterns that you really love, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. I've ordered a couple of other patterns from Sew Liberated, and I'm excited to try those out. I promised my daughters some clothes first, so I've got to work on a few things for them before I can make anything for myself. And I also owe my son George a couple of pairs of shorts out of some funky fabric. So thanks for watching today. I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. I hope you're finding time to do crafty, enjoyable things. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'll be back really soon. Thanks.